Hi there, and welcome to another edition of the Torino Diaries. Yes, we have done it. We've won the Coppa Italia, the Serie A, the Super Coppa, the FIFA Club World Cup, the UEFA Super Cup, and now we are getting all set for the Champions League final against Atletico Madrid. Well, we came so close to an invincible season. Fiorentina were the team that spoiled the entire party for us with that 2-4 defeat. And we managed to bounce back after that and still, we kept the clean sheet, beat Cagliari in the Coppa Italia, then smashed 3 past Novora and smashed 4 past Atlanta. And Atlanta, well, that was quite a memorable home game. We completely destroyed them with some sensational goals coming from Rodrigo De Paul, Vittorio Paragini, and Daniel Baselli in this match. And it leaves us in a very good spot heading into the Champions League final. This season has been very interesting because we used 3 different tactics, and within those tactics, we did different things. Very I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, and even within those tactics, we did different things. And at one point in the entire season, I decided, well, let me go overload, and we decided to play on overload for about quite a while. We went overload until I hit this point. Liverpool and this stretch here where I started questioning whether playing overload was such a good idea. We started conceding a lot of goals, and then I dropped out of overload when I played Palermo and Cagliari in the final. I didn't use overload here. Novora, no overload here. Atlanta, no overload. So once again, mentality is just a risk barometer. It affects everything that you do in the game. So when you want to choose the right mentality to play, it really doesn't mean a lot if your duties are not used. When you want to choose mentality, mentality is just a risk barometer. If your tactic has been set up right, what you should be focused on are actually duties. Duties help your team go through transitions. And then shape, well, shape basically it will help your team decide whether they want to sing Kumbaya together or whether they all want to sing different songs. So if you're on a structured shape, then everybody's going to sing a different tune in your team. When you're playing on fluid shapes, then more and more of your players will be, singing Kumbaya. They'll all be singing together. Maybe they'll be singing different harmonies, but they'll all be singing the same song. So if you want to throw more people into attack, that's when you start thinking about, all right, do I want to change my shape? And this was what we were doing on season 3 of the show. On season 3 with Torino, it was basically all about how I get the ball up and get it done effectively. And I've had a lot of fun doing that, especially when I was playing Overload. I don't think I've ever shown anybody how to do this on Overload. And that I will probably most like well, I don't think I've actually shown people how I play Overload in detail, but that I will do it for my patrons. You'll be getting a special video where I show you how to set up a system on Overload, because the principles still apply, but you have to accept the fact that certain things are going to happen. And one of the other things I do towards the end of the season, when we are heading to the season, is to plan for the future, long-term player development, how I identify things. And I've already done an exclusive video on player development and planning, and I hope that you guys have already seen that video. And you can, if you have any questions, you know where to find me on Discord. So based on the DNA of my Torino side, I've actually ended up playing with 3 systems: the 4-3-3, or you can call this a 4-1-4-1 DM wide. I don't know. The AI has got a few versions of this tactic, so I'm just gonna call it a 4-3-3 because it's meant to play like that. And I've got a 4-3-1-2 as well as a 4-2-3-1. Over the course of the whole season, I had quick tactics done for all the systems that I used, and I shared them on YouTube as well as on Patron. And the thing is that with all these tactics that I put up, I created one template. But if you followed the YouTube videos, you'll notice that I did different things, with all these tactics. What I meant to show was that the most important thing about any of your tactics will be the distribution of duties, because that is the one that sets your transitions up. So you need to get the right balance of duties. when it comes to roles, you just need to understand where the roles, which positions and which spaces do these roles occupy. Like, in the DLF on support, the F9, the trequartista, if you were to play all three in the forward position, what would they do on support? And I actually, what I do in all my systems, the first thing I think about is duties. I go like, okay, what duty can I use here? And the second thing I do is, what kind of a role am I going to choose? Because I want this dot to be slightly further away from that dot. That is all I think about. And you could do the same thing. I mean, I could play this guy as a box-to-box midfielder. But here, if I were to change him to a box-to-box midfielder, he's going to be a bit deeper. I didn't want that. I just wanted him to be on support. So he's actually closer to the CMA. Yeah, small little things like that. That's how I set things up. And then I start observing them in the game itself to see their relative positioning. Because remember that they have PPMs too. And these PPMs can play a significant part in how they occupy space on the pitch. So I hope that over the course of this season, those quick tactics helped and you were able to pick things up as such. And if you have any questions, once again, please feel free to ask me and I'll try and help as many of you as I can. Now, we gotta get ready for the big match against Atletico Madrid. So before we go to the match, there are some things I want to do. Luca Rossettini has already announced his plans to retire, so I like to take a look at these players and then ask myself a question: okay, what are they good enough? Do I want to keep them around? Do they have the right personality for me to get them to be tutors? But Luca Rossettini, well, he's doesn't fit into my plans anymore. He's balanced as well, so he's not going to be a person I want tutoring. De Paul has won the Player of the Year on the Serie A. That's not a surprise to me. He's had a blinder of a season, 16 assists as a playmaker, and he's had such a phenomenal impact on the team this year, chipping in with 4 goals, but it's his assists and the way he tears teams apart and finds Paragini that has been really impressive. And another player, actually, this other player, Vito Bueno, was supposed to be his understudy, but he is more in the 4-3-1-2 mold. So when I play the 4-3-1-2, Vito Bueno shows up, and Vito Bueno has claimed the Young Player of the Year award with a Paragini in second. And Torino Z Gomez. It's a clean hat trick from Torino. Torino have taken the Young Player Awards. All three players are from Torino. I'm so proud of my team. In the Serie A, Paragini has been banging in a lot of goals. I mean, 15 goals, 23, coming in as a round-outer. We didn't grab the top spots, which is a bit of a disappointment, but never mind. The way I've been changing my tactics around, I'm not surprised. But in terms of average ratings, look at this. De Paul, Avila, Baselli, Ramos, my central defender. 4 of them in that spot. Certainly something I am enjoying a lot. The team has played really well. Z Gomez this season, he scored 37 goals for us in 51 appearances, which is not bad, pretty good. He has been tremendous in the Champions League this season. So we're very happy with the way he's been playing. And I am also excited about his development. He's coming along. He's going to take some time, and I expect him to get better with time. And I'm giving him some time, but I reckon he's going to be a very, very good striker for us. Before we get into the match, my scouts have come back, and I found a few players that I'm going to try and grab. One of them, he's not actually on loan from Chelsea. This chap, Trevor Chaloba, he's not bad. Look at his attributes. Pretty good for a youngster. And he's 19 years old. He's off the ball, still needs a fair bit of work. But he's got this blistering acceleration and decent first touch at this age. So we're going to make an offer for him and see whether Chelsea budge. However, I'm not going to go past 5 million. And another player that I'm looking at is this goalkeeper, young goalkeeper called Leo. He plays for the Portuguese under-21 side and pretty decent as well. I like the fact that at such a young age, he's already 13 for aero reach and his reflexes are 13 as well. So looking pretty decent for a young player. And we're going to put in a bid for him. And I've got these 2 other players which have grabbed my interest. Rui Perez is 21 years old, might be able to come in and start for us straight away. The only question mark I might have about him is whether or not he'll go in for the challenge. His bravery is a bit low on the 10, but most of the other attributes is pretty decent. I like his positioning, and I definitely like his work rate and vision. So he could be a pretty interesting midfielder, defensive midfielder. I need to find somebody for Valdi Fiore's position. So this is one person I might be interested in. Another player that I'm looking at is Bruno Paz. He's 21 years old, shares almost the same attributes as the other dude, but unfortunately his acceleration is a bit slow. But he makes up for that with decent anticipation and positioning at the age of 21. He's already like this. Can you imagine what it's gonna be like when he's 28? So, and I don't have to worry too much about developing him. He can drop in straight into the first team. My scouts haven't come back with all the other reports, but I want to see how these players do with respect to the ones that my scouts will find in the end. And we are already set. You can see my familiarity. I don't really care. So who's gonna start for us in this game? Well, decided to use Murray Wallace. Yes, he's gonna get a chance to play Janssen. These two players, they haven't really played a lot for me this season, so I'm gonna give them a good run for this match. So they'll be playing Mandi, then Benazi at the back, because ultimately he's still one of my best deep line playmakers. Then got Baselli and Poli up front with DePaul, Gomez, and Paragini. We're gonna start this game on overload, I reckon. Yeah, we're gonna start early, right out of the gate. We're gonna go overload and see how the AI handles it. I mean, normally I advocate people go defensive, but I'm gotten into this overload magic, and sometimes it can be kind of crazy. But yeah, we wanna see how this goes and whether my players can handle the overload from the start of the match. So continue, team talk time. Let's tell our players what we expect. Especially go out there and make them happy. Only one of them looked to gain confidence. Wow. So here we are. Whoops. Okay, that was off the last match I was playing at a really fast clip. Lucas with the ball. Back to Griezmann. Griezmann into space. Immediately Gamero tries to break us through. Oh, that's dangerous, but that's only the first, well, no, first stage, right? So early minutes, I can't really tell much from that. Still, Baselli shoots from range. Ay, ay, ay. It's always rising. Once again, quickly, I have to watch the transitions. Oblak goal kick goes all the way. Danilo Avila will have no problems. Deep ball with the ball. Plays it to Baselli. Baselli back to Danilo Avila. Now to the ball. The ball finds Z Gomez. Z Gomez checks back for Danilo Avila, who's supporting him. Danilo Ryan. Z Gomez drifts deep. Tries to release Paragini, but he can't. Benazi now to Danilo Avila. Back to Baselli. What good passing there is. Oh, in the box, they robbed De Paul superbly. Even I was like stunned. Kelson charging at our defense. So far, nothing doing. Blind. Kramvita under pressure. He's gonna have to release the ball. He plays it back to Blind, who gives it to Lucas. They're still under a lot of pressure at the back. Griezmann. They play their way out of it pretty well. Sal. Alright, to Kramvita. Back to Griezmann. Now to Kramvita. Griezmann again. Dude. Oh, they're playing this really well. Okay, change. You're going to be an advanced forward. You're going to be an AP on support. And we are going to play on a control, fluid, pushing up the D line. Forget all this. And one more change. Sorry. Play wider. Okay. Here we go. Making a few quick changes. I'll explain why. I'm noticing that their transitions are pretty smooth, and mine are choppy slightly because I'm not seeing a lot of flow in the way we move the ball, even though we have a lot of possession. So that's the reason why I'm playing on fluid. Furthermore, I'm dropping my mentality because I'm taking a lot of risk early on, and I don't see the point because they're getting the ball really close to my D line. So I was pushing it up and hoping that we compress the area of the pitch. And no, we could have gotten the lead. It would have been such an inspired tactical change. But no, the ball with the corner into the box. It goes Baselli. So we're trying to get more players involved in transitions because they are having quite an easy time getting the ball into my third. So I'm hoping that one, with a lower mentality, we take less risks by compressing the area of the pitch, playing with a higher defensive line. We put some pressure on them. Furthermore, with an advanced forward, I actually keep their defenders occupied, and they just can't push up without taking chances. So yeah, there's a lot of things that few changes is that Z Gomez, Poli now to Baselli. Now you can see where Z Gomez is. He's also charging through the middle now. Z Gomez drops a bit deep, looks up for Paragini. Oh, you beauty, Paragini inside the box, shoots. Oh, block again, saves the day. The ball, Baselli, the ball. What a corner short corner routine that was. I love it. I love my short corner routines. Oh no, Gamero did so well, turned a few of my players. Banazi, the ball goes on Savic. I'm looking at my back line, defending it well. Jensen, thank you very much. Gelson, crossed, beautiful. I like that. They broke that transition. The players blocked the channels. That was good to see. Now they've got a corner. Griezmann with the corner. Into the box it goes. Padelli, the best goalkeeper in the Serie A this season. Cristian Ramos on the bench, Lorenzo De Silvestri on the bench. These are also big changes I made to my system. C Gomez back to the ball to Poli. Poli shoots and Torino have the lead. Torino have the lead against Atletico de Madrid. Oh, yes, it was from a throw-in, but sometimes we take it however it comes because the AI can do the same thing to me and we just did one to it. D Gomez is C Gomez. What am I saying? I'm not making any sense. Poli. I'm just like, okay, we scored a goal. Wow. Alright, now we wait. Attacking 4-4-2 from the AI. Banazi to Danilo Eva. Attacking 4-4-2 from the AI means I go structured. I stop this, I go here, I pass into space, I play with a normal D line, let's play with a spring in our steps. Yes, we're gonna do this now, we're gonna compress a bit more. We're gonna release the compression on the team and allow them to come at us, and hopefully we can hit them on the counter. So Poli to the ball now to Z Gomez. Z Gomez looks up, or he doesn't want to pass the ball, he goes, takes a shot. That's sweet and nice. Oblak with a goal kick. I hope I haven't taken too much of a risk, but that's the reason why I want to play on structured right now. Z Gomez, oh, we've got attacks coming. Parigini goes wide. Plays it to Mandi. Mandi inside the box. Oh, he takes a shot and it's blocked by Lucas. Puts in the box. Oblak. Okay, every time I see the name Oblak, I feel like saying Obladi, Oblada, life goes on. Hey, Sahavik. Plays it to Wallace. Oh, you beauty. I love Wallace. I mean, why? I mean, I should be playing Wallace every single game. He's such a good player. Ow, saved again by Oblak. Attacking 4-4-2. We're singing songs right now in the stands as we've taken the one goal lead. Oh my goodness, they are under pressure. Paragini. Goalkeeper just gives it back to us. Poli shoots, and it's a second goal from range. They punish the keeper. The keeper made a mistake, and Poli just smashed that in from outside the box. Oh bloody, oh bloody, life goes on. Whoa! Poli strikes from range today. Aha! What a goal. My word, Oblak just screwed things up. He hardly ever gets a chance to play, and then when I decide to put him on today in place of Valdi Fury, he just completely demolished the team with two long range shots. Crane Vita Baselli, you beauty. Plays it to Paragini. Paragini looks up. He sees Z Gomez, and Paragini is running for his strike partner. He takes it out wide, drags a few players. Z Gomez, Griezmann can't clear it. Baselli to DePaul. DePaul shoots from range. Okay, seriously, boys, can we stop shooting from range? Can we stop, please? I'm begging you. Oh no wonder I don't have work ball into box. We are passing into space now. Bernazzi to Poli, so I should be expecting all these these shots from range too. Jansen to Wallace, back to Danilo Avila. Danilo Avila finds the ball. The ball to Baselli to Z Gomez, back to Danilo Avila. The ball, oh my goodness, look at the passing that the boys are pulling off. Poli, back to Benazzi. Poli now to Paragini. Paragini, Baselli. Shoots from range. Okay, after all of that, this is what you give me. Tell the team that they can make a statement here about what sort of players they are. Well, no thank you. I'm going to keep quiet because they're playing quite well. Benazzi to Danilo Avila. Back to Wallace. To, oh, that was a bad pass from Wallace. Well, he makes one mistake, right? So we're not going to hold it against him. Baselli. Ooh, what a ball for Z Gomez. If Z Gomez had been released, that would have been our third goal. Griezmann with the free kick. It's unlucky. Yeah, it looked like it was quite close. All right, there we have it. The AI has decided to go into a 4-2-4 relatively early into the second half. This is a dangerous move from the AI, and it requires me to respond. So he's gonna go into a support duty. This guy is gonna stay away. In fact, Avila is gonna go into a support role as well, because we're gonna have these players bombing at us from now. So we do not want I do not want my fullbacks to be too far away. Z Gomez rising, Panazzi picks it up, Poli again to Paragini. Paragini out wide to DePaul. DePaul strikes, it goes away. And we can afford now. Okay, we'll still play pass into space. Throw from Danilo Avila to Banazzi. Plays it to Poli. Poli to Paragini to Z Gomez. And this is a race. Alcacer gets that. This is what we should be worried about. Camero is true. Camero is there in the box. Camero shoots. Wallace is there. Murray Wallace to the rescue. Padelli parried the shot, and Wallace had to clear the danger. That's why they have a corner. Jensen to Baselli again. Baselli out into space for Z Gomez to chase. Z Gomez looks up, sees his friends coming quickly, and Z Gomez goes, I'm giving you the ball, Paragini, shoot and score. No, he does not. Oblak saves the day again. Oblak has been the only reason why they have not conceded more. Okay, I want to shoot that play. Why can't they give me a decent corner once in a while? Okay, time for us to change our strategy. We are going to retain possession now. Players are still moving into their midfield. Haven't even gone to an attacking transition yet. Just knocking the ball around in midfield, which is what I want to see. You see what's happening? We're not messing about. We're just going to pass the ball around. So you see the fullbacks haven't moved. Bargini inside the box, shoots. It's wide. Here we go. There's not much time left for Atletico Madrid, and we've done enough shutting out their passing. You can see that their passes from defense have been only about pass completion rate is pretty low at 50%, and most of their passes from defense have been intercepted by my players. So we've had a very good game. Jansen, what a pass to Vaselli. Now to Paragini, and that's it. Torino have lifted the Champions League yet again, and this time it came from two blistering long-range shots from Andrea Poli, who wins the man of the match. And he normally doesn't even do this, but look at his long shots. His long shots are only 11. I don't know how he managed to put that into the back of the net. So our third season ends. We have managed to defend the Champions League title that we won last season. We swept every single title that we could win this season. Unfortunately, for me, one defeat. Fiorentina had to spoil my party. They finished second in the table. So the Serie A ended up with a pretty interesting storyline. Torino, top of the table. Fiorentina second, Roma, then Napoli. They're all going to go to the Champions League. Then look at Juve. Juve finished in 8th spot. Very disappointing season. They lost 11 times this season. 11 times. They even lost at home to Benevento Calcio, who got relegated. They lost at home to Atalanta, at home to Inter Milan, and their away record this season was horrible. Roma defeats Napoli, Udinese, Genoa, Palermo, and Milan. Well, it's pretty interesting how the English league has turned out as well. United top of the table, Arsenal, Chelsea with the hammers be edging out City on goal difference. Spurs and Liverpool and City will be in the Europa League, whereas Swansea, Sunderland, and Fulham have gone down. Burnley's still there, but look at that. He got Nottingham Forest. Makes me feel, I feel like going to manage Nottingham Forest because those are one of the clubs with a great history as well. And so that's the roundup for our season three. I hope you have enjoyed season three, and it's been helpful for you. Please let me know what you think and whether you want me to do anything else with the save. Torino have done a fantastic job this season. I just missed out on that invincible record. I'm gonna have to try and get it next season. Hopefully, we have a team that can do that as well. So, if you enjoyed the show, please subscribe and like to the channel. The tactics I use in this show, they are covered in my book, Busternet, a Football Manager's Guide. You can visit www.patreon.com/Busternet for more information. Once again, I'd like to thank my patrons for continuing to support this channel. Without you, most of this won't be done. And like I promised before, there's a next few exclusive videos coming your way. And I hope that you enjoy these videos and let me know what you think on our Discord channel. For now, you guys take care. It's time to switch over to the Gloucester saves. Bye bye.